UFC Bantamweight champion Merab Dvalishvili completely just leaked that Sean O'Malley and Merab are going to be rematching at some point this year. That's going to be the next fight for the Bantamweight title. I made a video about it last week. In that video, I said that that title shot for Sean O'Malley would be undeserved. But in this video, I've actually changed my mind, and I'm going to explain why this makes sense to me, okay? So here's Merab actually leaking on his own Instagram via a conversation with Mark Zuckerberg that he is going to be fighting Sean O'Malley next. Now, I'm going to have to edit this a little bit because there is some copyrighted music playing in the background because it was during a UFC event, but I'll leave in the important parts, all right? So here they are. You crushed that last fight. Sorry, I just thought that shit was funny. So he leans in to whisper something to him here, and you'll see in a sec what he said. I'll play it again if you didn't catch that. He said, "When are you fighting Sean?" And then he whispers to him, Merab whispers to him and says something about it being like a secret. And then you look at Zuck's face right here. He winked the eye. You got it. But anyways, Merab, it's funny, fucking the only person that could be, it's funny that even Zuck, who's not smooth and forces everything, is more smooth than Merab, because Merab leaked this on his IG. All he had to do was edit out the sound. So it's essentially official via Zuck that Merab and Sean O'Malley 2 is going to be happening at some point this year. There are some rumors of it being UFC 316, which would be in June in New Jersey, because the upcoming pay-per-views, we have 314 in Miami, Volkanovski Lopez, Chandler Patty, Prates Neal, Gene Silva, Bryce Mitchell, Yair Pitbull, crazy card. 316 is the Bilal and Jack Della Maddalena card with a Manon Fior, Valentina Shevchenko co-main event, I'm pretty sure. And then for UFC 316, it would be potentially Merab and Sean O'Malley 2. And then there's also rumors of Kayla Harrison versus Juliana Pena. And then there's also rumors of Kai Kara France and Pantoja. But I guess there's a little bit of rumors about Manel Kopp jumping over Kai Kara France for the title shot. So we'll see. But this would be 316 in New Jersey. And then 317 is International Fight Week, which I'll make a separate video about because there is some crazy rumors floating around about that. Let's talk about O'Malley versus Merab 2. Now, 2 weeks ago or a week ago when I made a video about this, I said it was forced. I said that it didn't make sense. I said that Sean O'Malley deserves big fights, but he doesn't deserve a title shot. It would make a lot of sense to me if they did O'Malley versus Petr Yan or Cejudo or Jose Aldo, as opposed to like an up-and-comer, like, you know, with not much of a name, like a Song Yadong. I guess he's getting a rematch. That shows you how desperate the UFC is to get entertaining champions back with the belt, because UFC 313 totally changed my thoughts on this, because Alex Pereira lost to Ankalaev in boring fashion. We now have multiple boring champs that don't get finishes. We have Merab, Bilal, and Ankalaev now. And then we have Jones, who's might potentially still be ducking Aspinall. And then DDP's entertaining. Islam's entertaining. Topuria was, but he's not the champ anymore. But Volkan Lopez, either one, it would be an entertaining champ. And Pantoja, even though he doesn't have like the greatest personality or talk a bunch of shit like to generate hype for his fights, he does put on good fights. UFC 301 was a little iffy, but overall, Pantoja puts on banger fights, and I like him a lot. But it shows you that the UFC wants some American champions holding the belt and guys with entertaining fight styles, because Ankalaev beat Pereira. I understand that it was close and boring, but Ankalaev won that fight. In the moment, I thought it was Pereira, and I still see an argument for that, but Ankalaev won the fight. That is not a good style to have as UFC champion. When you have pay and pray or clinch wrestling up against the fence where you knee somebody in the thigh as your route to victory in a world championship cage fight, I don't want to see you with the belt. If that's your approach to victory, it just seems like such a shitty pussy way to become a world champion fighter, in my opinion. The same way Merab fights, Islam's a different story. Islam is the best fighter on the planet right now, and he gets finishes. He has like 9 finishes in his last 8 fights or something like that. Merab, Ankalaev, not the case. Bilal, not the case. And I've already talked about this. As much as you guys, seem to gravitate towards these guys with boring styles because it seems to like make you feel like a hardcore fan because you're saying that we don't get it and shit like that. We're past that, bro, okay? Merab has a boring fight style. O'Malley's getting a rematch. Pereira's getting a rematch. And given where we're at with UFC champions right now, I totally understand why Sean O'Malley's getting a title shot. I totally understand, and I agree with it, actually. As much as it doesn't make sense from like an integrity of the sport standpoint, sometimes we got to make big fights and we got to get entertaining champions. Thank God it's not a freaking bracket or playoff model and the UFC can decide who gets title shots, because I'd rather see O'Malley get a title shot than some of the other guys, okay? Because O'Malley's got that one-punch KO power. He could put Merab down if he lands the right shot, whereas Petr Yan probably not going to put him out. Umar obviously didn't. Song Yadong maybe. But they're, Sandhagen maybe, but O'Malley, if there's someone to go and take the belt back in exciting fashion, highlight reel fashion at 135, it's Sean O'Malley, okay? It could have been Aldo, but for some reason they're booking Aldo against all these prospects. Doesn't matter. I understand, and I am in full support of Sean O'Malley getting another title shot because this is what we need in the sport. I mean, I'm tired of seeing Merab fail takedowns for 25 minutes and act like he won a fight. It's not winning a fight. It's gaming the system and like scoring points, okay? So that's my take on it. Let me know yours down below. Did you like this video? Then like and subscribe down below. I also do multiple live streams per week along with behind the scenes content and members only live streams for our channel members. So become a channel member for access to bonus content. It's only $5 per month and it greatly helps the channel's growth. I also do a podcast with my best friend Bo, and I have a non-MMA channel as well called Wyatt's World. You can check both of those out linked below.